Hello guys, hello everyone. My name is Tomalope, a student at BMH, Boston Media House, the Stanton branch, and I'm here to discuss about my internship that I had at MPD Studios for the Michelle Expect podcast, the Resonate podcast. And so I would like to discuss about my first week, right? My first week when I went there on the 6th of July, it was a Monday. When I got there, I expected, a very hectic day, but the host, Michelle, was like to me, no, you can just rest for today, and just, observe the environment and see what we do and just learn from everyone who's doing their roles here. The whole day I was just checking up on who's doing what, who's doing what, who's doing what. And then on my second day, I had to welcome a guest. That was my first task at the MPG studios. A guest came through, and then I had to go welcome the guest. I was very nervous with that. It was my first time trying to socialize with someone in a very work environment, but I did it through nervously so, and then setting up the cameras on my third day, it was a very hectic task, but with Musa, one of my coworkers, together, he helped me. He showed me how we set some cameras because at BMH we use some Black Magic and they had Sony and Black Magic, so they had to show me how Sony works, how Black Magic works, and then at the end of the day, I got everything right. That was my first week of everything. On my second week, Miss Michelle asked me to join them at the camera department to Vision Mix, which it was very hard thing for me to do because at school it's a very different thing because when you're with your mates you can play around, you can say your opinions, but at workplace it's not as easy as you think, because now you have bosses, you have supervisors, but I went to the department and Musa, my coworker, again, he was there, and he asked me if I have any idea with the ATM system, vision mixing, and I said yes, and he said to me, please do not worry of anything, just do what you learned at school, and pop, trust me, it's the same thing. Just don't be nervous, just make sure that you change angles, you tell the storytelling must be as good as it must be from the script, because that is what is needed right now. We had two cameras, from one for the guest, one for the host, and the steady one for everyone combined, right? And then I was like, you know what, let me just do this, let me do this. um when it came to meetings with my boss, Miss Michelle, she was very polite with everyone. She didn't had favorism in the company, and she made sure that interns and the workers are having same opportunity in the company. Not that this one has been here for years, this one has been here for days or weeks, but everyone had the same meeting and everyone was cut from the roles. So, with my experience at the internship for the Resonate podcast, hosted by Miss Chell Expert, she's a very lovely lady, and she made my work environment very easy for me. Even as an intern, I didn't have any big challenges because she made sure that each and every person in the studio helped me with things that I did not understand. With the meetings, with who should do what for the next agenda, everyone knew their roles very well. That for the next shooting, we're gonna be doing this and this. I'm the only person who did not have a specific role because I was an intern. Um, the second week of me working there, I was directed to work at the vision mixing. But before that, I was just helping every department. I was just there helping out, and I did not have a specific role towards anything in the studio. That was a very good experience on my side. I have nothing bad that I can say about the company. The only disadvantages that I can put is me personally, whereby I did not have so much confidence within my skills for the task because I was still scared of the work environment. But nonetheless, at the end of the day, I was able to push my work, push the task, and show my abilities that I can do this and I can actually, if I'm passionate about something, might as well just push to do it and be able to get it right at the end of the day. Um, yes, nonetheless, my internship was very much successful and it was great experience. I would like to do it again and again and again and again. My name is Taumalope, and this was my 8 hours of internship. I thank you.